We'll be solving minimum rounds to complete all tasks. Problem 2244 of Leetcode. Okay, so let's read the problem. You are given a zero indexed integer array tasks where tasks of I represents the difficulty level of a task. In other rounds, you can complete either 2 or 3 tasks of the same difficulty level. Return the minimum rounds required to complete all the tasks, or -1 if it is not possible to complete all the tasks. Okay, so we have been given an array tasks of where each element is an integer, and we need to we can complete either 2 or tasks of the same difficulty. Okay, so this is the problem. 2 or 3, not more not less. Okay, 2 or 3 tasks of same difficulty level we need to do in one day, and we need to find minimum rounds. Okay, so if we do 2 tasks or 3 tasks at a time, so that will be considered a round, and minimum rounds required to complete all the tasks. If -1, if it is not possible to complete all the tasks. So why will it not be possible? Because suppose if the task is only one, if we have only one task, so that is not possible. Okay, because we have to do either 2 or 3 tasks of same difficulty level. Suppose if we had a 5, then we won't be able to do that, because we have to do 2 or 3 tasks at a time. Okay, so if only one 5 is present, so we won't be able to do that, and we have to return -1. Okay, so let's see, 2 2, and here one more 2, so that is 1. Okay, so first round can complete 3 tasks of difficulty level 2, so we can do this 2 to 2 can be done in one day. Then we have 3 3. Okay, so we can do that in another day. And 1 2 3 4 5, so 3, so we can do this 3 on the third day, and maybe this 2 on the fourth day, or maybe this 4 on the second day, this on the third day, and this on the fourth day, last day. Okay, so this will take 4 days. Now again same problem here, so we have only 1 2, so we have only 1 2, so it is not possible. Okay, because we have to do either 2 or 3 tasks on a day. Okay, so let's see. So generally when we get such kind of problems, we need to find what are the elimination criteria, means when we have to return -1. Okay, so like what are the conditions when we have to return -1. So here we can see that if a task is it is in isolation, that is only one task, then we can return -1. Okay, if it is more two, let's think, if we have 2 tasks, it can be done in a day. If we have 3 tasks, it can be done in a day. Let's think 4. So if we have 4 tasks of same difficulty level, so uh, is it possible to do that? Yes, because we can do 2 2. Okay, so for 5, yes, 3 2, we can do 3 tasks on a day and 2 tasks on next day. Okay, so if we have 6 3 3 we can do, and if we have 7, even then we can do 3. So suppose we have same 7 tasks. Okay, 7 tasks of same difficulty level. What we can do, we can do 3, then 3, then 1. No, we can't do this, because 1 we can't do single task at a time, so we have to do 2 2. But it is possible, right? It is possible, it's not that it's not possible. Similarly for every other number, so we can just think that if it is more than 2, it is possible, because we can divide we can, for the uh, first task, uh, we can take 3 till n minus 2th day, and for the next ones, like the last 4, we can take this 2. Okay, 2 2. So suppose if it's 7, like when its modulus 3 is 1, suppose we do modulus 3, then it's like 3 3 3 3, and last we are having 1. So we can do like, that 1 we can divide into the previous 3 and plus 1 4, and we can divide them into 2 tasks. Okay, 2 2 tasks for 2 days, so it's possible. Okay, so we have got this. And one more thing we can see here, that it's not sorted. It's not that all the tasks are together. We need to see such kind of things in these problems. Okay, so 2 and 2, and here we have a 2. Okay, but these need to be together. Okay, so what we can do, we can either sort it. Okay, so let's see what are the different ways we can solve this problem. First is that, so let's see the array that we have been given. This is the array that we have got. Okay, we have this array. So what we can do, uh, we can group them. Okay, we can group them. First thing we can think of, that we can group this similar difficulty task. Okay, so like 2 comma 2 comma 2. Okay, then we have 3 comma 3. Okay, then we have 4 comma 4 comma 4 comma 4 comma 4. So okay, these are the groups that we can create. Okay, these are the groups that we can create. So the grouping can be done multiple ways. Like we can use a hash map, that is one approach, and or we can sort it. Okay, so that we can bring all the tools together. These are the two approaches that I can think of. So now let's think. uh, Suppose we use a hash map, so what will we do? We will group all the same difficulty tasks into a single group. So for this we can group them together. We can use 2 as a key and index as the count, 2 as the key and the value as the sum. Okay, sum, all the sum of this, not the sum but count, sorry, count 2 2 2. Okay, so this will be 3, and this will be 2, and this will be 5. Okay, and for each group we can consider how many days will it take to complete this group tasks. Okay, so similarly for this group and similarly for this group, and we can return the answer. Or if we see if there is a group which is in isolation, for example this, so we can return -1. Okay, we can return -1 thereon, means we need not check further, we can just return. Or the other way of grouping is like sorting, we can sort it. Okay, we can just send this to, okay, let's copy, we can just copy this and we can put it here. Okay, and we can move it. Okay, and we can check for we can like keep 2 pointers and we can group all the similar things. We can put a pointer here and we can move until we find the last two, and we can, that will be considered as the length of that group, so that will be 3. Here we can start from here and we can move on till here, and the group is 2, and here for it's 5. Okay, and if you find that some group has only the left and right pointers are same, so we can say that no, it's not possible to group to do those tasks, and we can return -1. Okay, so this is the approach that we can follow. So the time complexity we have to sort here, and that will be n log n. Okay, n log n, and space complexity would be 0. Okay, because we need not here we need to maintain an array. Okay, we need to maintain an array, and we have to sort it. Okay, but this will be sorted in place. Okay, we have already been given this array, so this will be in place and we have to sort everything. Okay, so the time complexity, okay, time complexity would be O of n log n. Okay, okay, and space complexity would be O of 1. Space complexity would be O of space complexity would be O of 1. So now for this hash map we have to maintain an hash map. Okay, for hash, this is for sorting solution. Okay, sorting, and this is for, let's see, for hash map. If we put a map, okay, we maintain a map. So for that, what we can do is we have to maintain a map. For that, the space complexity would be O of 1, okay, sorry, O of n, okay, because for each element will be stored in a map. Okay, so the map, actually it's not like every element we have to store count. It's not like that we have to store 2 2 2, but we can, for the worst case, suppose if every element is like different, we have to store all those in the map, and so the time complexity will be O of n. Okay, and so now it's 5 space complexity, and let's see the time complexity. Time complexity is O of 1. Okay, because to put in the map and to retrieve from map, every operations is just O of 1. Okay, so now let's code this. It's easier and it's more simple to code, and the space complexity is also good, and means, though it's less, it's more space complexity is more than this sorting solution, but this time complexity is better. Okay, so that's a very good reason to why we will we will use this map algorithm. Okay, so now let's start. So first, let integer answer equal to 0. We have initialized the variable that will return later on. Okay, so now let's make a hash map. Okay, hash map integer map equal to new hash map. Okay, so now for integer task in task, okay, map dot put task. Okay, I want to create an index of this task. Okay, so task, and what should I put here? Map dot get or default. Okay, task comma means get task. If it is not there, then default to 0, and we will increment the count by 1. Okay, so this is what we have got. We have created the count of all the tasks. Now for integer I in map dot key set, this we will get the keys. Okay, so all the different possible task difficulty will get. And for, so now what we have to do, for now we have to check if map dot get map dot get I, if it is less than or less than 2, then what we can do, or we can write equal to 1, but let's be less than 2. Then what we can do, we can say that return -1, because this should not be there. Okay, we can't do this. If it's 1, we can't do that task. Okay, so now else if map dot get I, okay, equal to 2, so what we can do, we can say return, okay, not return, answer plus equal to 1. Okay, because it will take us, if we have 2 tasks, it will take us only 1 day. Okay, else, so if it is 3 or greater than 3, what we can do is that map answer plus equal to map dot get I, okay, divide by 3.0, and we need to seal it. Okay, we need to keep the sealing. Okay, for example, we have 7 days. 7 by 3 is 2, but it should take 3 days, because like as I said, same 7 tasks, we have to divide it like this. Okay, 3 2 and 2, so okay, so 3 2 and 2, so it will take 3 days. If we divide it by 3, we will get 2, but that should not happen. We should have take 3 days. So for that, I'm taking sealing. Okay, so math dot seal. Okay, so we will do this, And what we can do, okay, this is here, return answer. So this should work. Let's see. Okay, so one more improvement we can do here, that instead of writing this isolated if else if condition, what we can do, we can just uh, like remove it. Okay, we can remove it, because math.get this will be 0.66 and it will still work, because we have to put this right. For less than 2 that's okay, but for more than 2 or 2 we can just use this condition. Okay, but just for explanation, that was a nice uh, thing that we can do there. Now let's submit and see. So yes, now we have got correct solution. So thanks.